Many investors are flooding into Nikola Stock here today, and if you haven't watched my previous video, you know where I stand personally when it comes to investing in this company at these prices. In the last month or so, the stock is up well over 100%, and just in the past week, nearly 34,000 Robinhood investors added this stock to their portfolio. Now, I'm not here to tell you what you should or shouldn't do with your Nikola Stock investment. That's not my job, that's your job with your money to decide on. But what I do want to present to you today are 5 concerns that I have with the stock, and I just want to present to you guys a bunch of facts around the company that you may not be aware of. Now, whether you agree or disagree with me on this investment, I'd appreciate if you hit the like button down below and share this video with at least one friend who's considering investing in Nikola, or maybe someone who's invested in Tesla to show them what the competition looks like. Just remember, in the stock market, we're not going to agree on every single investment, but the key is for this community to thrive, to really give our opinions on our investment ideas and have an open dialogue with the community without getting personally attacked. I have noticed recently that there's been a lot of negative comments in the comment section. I am completely fine, and I even encourage that you guys disagree with me if you actually do. But when it comes down to personal attacks or attacking other members in the community, I will not hesitate to remove that comment and ban you from the channel. So keep things civilized and everything should be good. So getting right into it, let's go over my 5 concerns here with Nikola. So this is an exciting time for the company, right? They just completed their merger with VTIQ. The stock is now trading under the ticker symbol NKLA as an official public company, and investors are excited. However, when I was browsing Twitter, I came across this tweet from a user which deeply concerned me. He says that the CEO of Nikola went ahead and sold 7 million shares of the company at $10 per share because the rest of his shares are locked up until 2021. He then goes on to speculate there's a good chance that by 2021, the share price of Nikola will be well under $10 per share, which could be a big reason why the CEO sold out. Now, this could be taken a couple of different ways, but here's how I see it. If you're a founder and pretty much the face of a company, and you truly believe in the company and you believe it can do big things like its biggest competitor Tesla can do, then why would you sell your company today when it has potential to be a $100 billion plus company? Even if it's a small portion of his total net worth in this company, why would you sell any shares at $10 per share when it could be worth so much more and you really do believe in the business? Is it because you needed the cash, or is it because of other reasons, like maybe you believe the stock price actually is overinflated as of today's levels? Now, there's many reasons and speculations being thrown around as to why this was done. Trevor even came out and said that he did this because they didn't want him to have too much control over the company, but by selling 7 million shares, he still has a massive stake in this business. Now, if you guys have a better reason as to why you think he sold these shares, let me know in the comments section down below. I'd love to hear some insight. Maybe there's some confirmation as to why he did, and that can clear things up. Just keep in mind that up until recently, when the company actually went public, selling shares wasn't really an option because you had no retail investors to sell it to. But now that retail investors like Robinhood investors are able to go and buy this stock, Trevor is able to go and liquidate whatever shares are not locked up anymore. Oh, I also wanted to throw in here that Trevor stepped down as CEO of the company recently and has now moved into an executive chairman role for Nikola. So there's a new man who's going to be in charge here in the face of the company, Mark Russell. But this again leaves me scratching my head. Why would he not want to remain CEO during such an important time for the business? Is there something more going on behind the scenes? Is this a political move? I don't really know, guys, but only time will answer these questions. The pre-orders are something that Nikola bulls absolutely love to bring up. Now, if you're out of the loop here, this is what I'm referring to. The company secured 14,000 pre-orders for its trucks, and this totals to $10 billion in potential revenue. Not revenue here today, actually no revenue at all here today, but potential revenue in about 1 to 2 years when everything is expected to finally be ready to be sold. So wow, this sounds like an amazing win here for Nikola, and it sounds like a very strong bullish case, right? Well, I went to Nikola's website and selected their Nikola One truck and decided to pre-order 10 of these bad boys for myself, and guess what? My reservation fee is $0. Guys, the point I'm trying to get across here is that anyone can go to their website and pre-order these trucks. So it's not really a pre-order, it's more like putting yourself on a wait list. Now, Tesla did do something similar here recently with their Cyber trucks, and they got a lot of flack for this. But it was slightly different in Tesla's case because they charged users a $100 refundable deposit. And even though it was refundable, it's still a deposit, so you couldn't really create a bot and reserve 1,000,000 of these Cybertrucks because each reservation actually requires you to pay $100 right now. But with Nikola, there's absolutely no commitment, there's nothing held right now, no money at all being exchanged. So what's stopping people from just going on the website like I did and just pre-ordering 10 more trucks? Nothing. So what I'm trying to get across here is that these pre-order numbers should be taken very lightly, should be taken with a grain of salt really, because like they say, it's potential revenue. It's not actual commitments or money up front that they've actually gotten here. It's all things that they're expecting to get once their product is released. And it doesn't seem like there's any fees for canceling these reservations that you make online, so I don't know, not a very strong bullish case in my opinion. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me how hyped this company is here just by providing a concept and a prototype. Yes, it's cool, and yes, it's something that we want to see happen because electric and probably hydrogen is the future of transportation. But all Nikola has done is create a prototype, did some drawings, made a website, and sell t-shirts. Yes, I'm not joking, guys. On their website, they currently sell merch for a brand that doesn't even have a product yet. And investors are willing to throw their money at this company because they believe in the brand, they believe in the hype, and they believe in the concept that Nikola has shown. I mean, good on you for having such high conviction here as an investor, throwing your money into this stock right now. But let me ask you this, how is this any different from another startup coming up here and showing us a prototype or showing us a concept as to what they could build out? Why would Nikola be the better investment in that situation then? Why wouldn't you invest in the other company, which would probably be worth much less than what Nikola is today and getting much better value for your money for doubling, tripling, 10xing your investment? To me, I don't really agree with what Nikola did here by going public with no revenues and just an idea really for an execution plan. And I really do think that this is a problem that should be addressed on a higher level here with the stock market. Companies should not be allowed to go public until they actually have proven their revenue, shown that they have a product that can be sold, and then investors can actually buy into that stock. Right now, investors are buying on hope, and usually when retail investors do that, the majority end up losing. Anyways, that's just a side rant here, but what I'm trying to get at is that I'm not happy with the fact that Nikola is a company that with no revenues really. They don't really have a product to sell today. They have a product to sell maybe in about a year or two, but they're still publicly traded and investors are still buying this stock. I think it's pretty clear by now that most of us believe that the future of transportation is going to be clean energy. Whether that's through hydrogen or batteries, we believe that ICE vehicles have their days numbered. Now, what we don't know is which of the clean technologies will actually end up winning out here in the long term. Will it be batteries or will it be hydrogen or maybe something else that comes out in a couple of years? Tesla's obviously bet big on batteries and Nikola has batteries as well, but they're betting big on hydrogen here. The idea is that hydrogen is better and cheaper for super long range, but this is yet to be built out and proven on a big scale like Tesla has done with their batteries. Now, large auto companies around the world are testing and looking into hydrogen as well, including companies like Toyota and Volkswagen. But when looking at Volkswagen's current stance, they say that hydrogen-based fuel cell technology has one crucial disadvantage, and that is that it is very inefficient both in terms of efficiency and operating costs. This graphic that they built here truly shows how inefficient hydrogen really is, and you can see the contrast between this and battery technology. So without getting too technical here, it's very clear that as of today, with current advancements and tech available, hydrogen looks like a worse option than batteries, at least when it comes to your regular consumer vehicles. Now you may be thinking, well, Nikola is focused on trucks, so that's where hydrogen makes sense. And this may be true, but like I said, there's so many hurdles still, like building out the infrastructure to actually refuel these hydrogen cells. Also, why did Nikola announce that they'll be offering hydrogen in their consumer pickup truck? Again, this doesn't really make sense, and even they realize and acknowledge that hydrogen doesn't make sense for consumer vehicles, so it seems like they're contradicting themselves here with this hybrid product. So what I see here is that this technology is still yet to be proven. It's still unclear how it's going to advance in the future, if we can get it more efficient, and if it's actually going to end up being better than the currently proven battery technology that Tesla has proven. To me, the biggest advantage I see with battery vehicles is the ability to easily recharge them, and with something like Supercharger networks, you're able to recharge them fairly quickly as well. But with hydrogen, there needs to be a whole nother set of infrastructure that needs to be built out, has to be spread out all around the country, all around the world, really if you want to have a global presence. And it really has to be built from the ground up, similar to what Tesla has done with their supercharging network. So while this may end up making sense for, specific routes for trucks and that kind of stuff, it does not make that much sense for consumers who want to use their vehicles on a day-to-day basis for all different kinds of routes that they travel around their city on. Now this is in regards to the actual stock. As of recording this video, Nikola's current market cap is valued at $13 billion. In my honest opinion, paying $13 billion as an investor for a business that has all these other four concerns makes no sense at this point. To me, it seems that retail investors are extremely optimistic on the future of this business and are willing to pay a huge premium and billions of dollars for this concept that is 1 to 2 years away before anything is readily available. It seems like the company is riding on a wave of hype right now, and it's smart on them to really take advantage of all the attention that they're currently getting due to going public. In fact, just today they announced that their Badger will be available for reservations on June 29th, which is just a few weeks away. And based on the tweet from their now chairman, ex-CEO, it seems like they will have an option to actually put money down this time. So there's more commitment required this time around from customers. We'll see how many orders actually get through here. It'll be interesting to follow this along. And it'll be interesting to see if they're able to actually surprise investors with strong reservations. Nikola, in my opinion, is an expert marketing company. They're able to really sell you on a dream. They have a brand that people just completely believe in already. And they're able to do all this without actually having any physical vehicles on the road or plans to have any for at least a year or two. It's quite remarkable, but all this has led to retail investors flooding into this stock, buying it at some crazy high valuations. And quite honestly, guys, I would say that Nikola is in bubble territory as it stands today. I don't think what we're seeing right now in the stock is sustainable. I don't think that the valuation is justified at all. And I do think that over time, the valuation will be more in line with what the business is actually doing. And if that happens, it means the stock price will come down quite significantly. So that's my stance, guys. But I'm going to leave an open invitation here for Trevor from Nikola to come onto the channel if he wants to clarify the points that I went through today, or if he wants to talk about anything else with the company to actually clear up a lot of doubt that a lot of us investors have with the business. I have nothing against him personally, and I do think he's done an incredibly great job at building up a multi-billion-dollar company and has proved a lot of people wrong in the meantime. I really do support the company's end goal, which is to have clean energy around the world, and I do really hope that they succeed because competition is important for innovation and for consumers as well. So it is in my best interest, even as a Tesla shareholder, to see this company succeed so that we can see advancements in this space much quicker than many are expecting. And who knows, maybe one day Nikola will be a $100 billion company. I'm definitely open to be proven wrong here, but I don't think that that's going to happen for at least another 3 to 5 years, if any, because the company still needs to prove itself out. And there's a lot of investors like myself who are still very skeptical on this business. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video here. These are my 5 concerns around Nikola stock as it stands today. I will create updates as the stock progresses, if things change, if things become more clear. And if you guys want to see that, just let me know in the comment section down below. Again, drop a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you're brand new here, and share this video with at least one friend to let them know the risks behind investing in Nikola today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to invest positively, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.